Today on Hype Deceased News, we have perhaps the stupidest collection of news stories we have ever seen on the show before. And you definitely want to stick around for this one because it shows you that fashion brands don't know what they're doing with themselves any better than you probably do. So it'll actually probably make you feel a little better about yourself. Let's get into it. Yo. Before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content. And also, if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. So all of today's stories revolve around the virtual world, which is kind of weird, right? You think of fashion as like a very physical thing, and that's what I thought, and that's what everybody thought for the longest time until like the past 6 months when suddenly fashion cares even more about virtual than they do about real life. It's so stupid, and one of the stupidest of the bunch consistently is Philippe Plein, whatever you want to say, but I kind of like this one actually. So Plein spent $1.4 million to buy a plot of land in Decentraland, which sounds like a crazy Peter Thiel wet dream or something. I don't know. Decentraland. It's so dumb. So he bought this land. It's not even a real place. It is completely virtual, and he spent $1.4 million for it. He says it's going to have virtual stores and luxury residences and hotels and museums. And you know what? This is great news for two reasons. First off, anytime Plein ends up with less money, I'm happy. The richer that guy is, the more money he has to throw around and do what he wants, the less happy I am. That guy is the worst. Just watch my couple of videos on him and you'll know why. So anything that takes money out of his wallet is a good thing. And also, I mean, maybe it's just kind of for the best to get all of the Plein fans hooked up to VR and like out of the real world. Just have them in their houses, hooked up to their PCs in virtual Decentraland crypto bro heaven, okay? And then there are less of them walking out on the streets for us to run into and have poor interactions with. So Philippe Plein, you buy all of Decentraland, please. Just spend all your money, go all in virtual, hook yourself up to the Matrix so that we don't have to deal with you ever again. Okay, next up we actually have like a related story because Gucci, a brand I respect much more than Philippe, let's call him. Gucci has also bought some land, not in Decentraland, but in the Sandbox, another virtual world. They say it's going to be an immersive experience with in-game wear. It's completely vague. There's no indication of what it actually means. Like, is Gucci going to make video games now? No fashion company has ever made a good video game yet. They're not going to start now. So how do you expect like millions of people to dive into your Sandbox vault and play your game and buy your in-game wear? Listen, we already had this in the greater video game world. They're called skins, and people generally pay $10 for them. Unless it's CSGO. There are like $1,000 skins in that game because they did, kind of like NFTs, have an artificially limited market that made things rare. But anyone who looked at the CSGO skin world and the gambling and the underage weird betting stuff and thought like that's a great idea is completely out of their minds. So I don't know what Gucci thinks they're doing. Like, The Sims has been around forever. Second Life has been around forever. And you don't see the entire world flocking into them. They're fairly niche things, although still quite popular at the same time. But it just doesn't make sense. Even Balenciaga, one of my absolute favorite brands, is diving headfirst into the metaverse. So even the smartest, best brands are doing completely bonkers things like this. I think they're just blinded by the money of like huge price tags on NFTs and stuff, but it's all a scam. It's all a bigger fool scam designed to pump up tech bros like Ethereum and Bitcoin wallets. Like, listen, there's a channel called Folding Ideas, and they did like a 2-hour YouTube video called Line Goes Up, and it's the best YouTube video I've seen in a long time. Go check that out. Our final story here, somebody is fighting back against the NFTs, okay? Nike is not happy with StockX because StockX is now selling NFTs through their platform, and Nike ain't about it, okay? StockX, they're selling NFTs that have like real sneakers kind of attached to them, I guess. But the thing is, StockX, they are selling non-Nike owned NFTs, but that have Nike branding. And I saw this story and I thought, finally, someone else thinks this stuff is as dumb as I do. Yes, Nike, you get it. You think these NFTs are dumb and you're shutting it down. Good for you. But no, it actually turns out it's probably because Nike actually owns an NFT studio themselves, and they just don't want like StockX creating a market for Nike NFTs that will take value away from their own NFTs that, of course, they are making. Because everyone is making NFTs. So this is my mission right now. As you've seen with these episodes, I'm gonna call these out for how stupid they really are until they just stop. Just make clothes in the real world. Don't make NFTs that are artificially limited in their inventory to hike up prices. I know, there are dollar signs in your eyes. You're blinded by green. I get it. It's tempting, but like, you're going to ruin this entire industry and destroy your own credibility and, I don't know, your fan bases. People are going to get burned. Just look around the NFT space. People getting scammed and having malicious code in their NFTs that then when they open these NFTs that they don't understand how they wound up in their wallets get siphoned off by other people. The like biggest NFT is called Bored Ape Yacht Club. Gucci, Balenciaga, you want to be part of this? Please stop it before it goes too far. All right, and that's all the virtual fashion news. I never thought I would be a virtual fashion correspondent, but here I am. That's all the news for this week. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.